Well, Jim, a really good performance from your team today, and one that takes you away the 3 points, that takes you above air in the league.
It takes us above air for the minute, but I'm not kidding myself. They've got 2 games in hand with a good side, and just delighted that we could come down here and win. I thought it was a fantastic game. I think I've said that before at United games. I don't often stand and watch games, and I thought it was a real old-fashioned football match where, both teams were at it, and it must have been quite entertaining to watch. It's easy for me saying that after a victory, but I can assure you I would have said that if we'd have lost 2-1. It was a really good game.
Yes, you seem to settle quite deep in the second half, just to frustrate you as move forward. But again, you were always a threat. McAllister in front. Again, we've always talked about them when we were talking to you. A really, really decent player up there. And a good goal as well they got from the narrowest of angles.
No, well, to be honest, I thought Sutherland was fantastic today for us. And we know we can be a threat when we get the ball up there, as we've showed with the amount of goals we've scored recently. But the pleasing thing for me was, I don't think it was a case of sitting deep. United pushed us back, and their determination to try and get up the park. But I really think we restricted them well. We changed to a 3 because their front two are a real handful, Preston and Moore. And you add Stevenson to the mix. It's a good side. Forrest comes on as a sub, and you're thinking, God, here we go. But no, credit to our players. Our attitude was fantastic, the same as theirs, and I think we came away with a point, which is pleasing.
Disappointing for you to have a sending off right at the end of the game.
I thought it was a poor sending off. I mean, they'll see him again, but I thought they were soft yellow cards. Scott Ross has got a terrible disciplinary record, and it's the first time I'm ever going to stick up for him with a red card, because I thought it was a soft decision. And to be honest, I was angered with some of the decisions with the referee, because it was a Stonewall penalty in the first half when Shane Sutherland goes in and the boy tripped him. So we were a bit aggrieved, but listen, it was a fantastic game, and that's not taken away from it.
Well, Ian, a very, very disappointing result here today, and one that makes it difficult as we slip down into third place. I know we've got games in hand, but you'd really rather had the points there, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gutted. I said to you off camera, I don't think we did enough to win the game, but we didn't deserve to lose the game. We were camped in their half in the second half, but just we didn't have the final bit of quality today that we usually have, and at times, I hate to say, but we try and play too much football at times, playing little balls into midfield when the pitch is so poor, when that partly caused the second goal, and Peterhead set up a certain way, we won up front, and it was difficult for us. But I said I wouldn't blame rustiness because they've not played for a while, but they've had one game in about a month, but the amount of times we seem to get into good positions and our hit touch was too heavy, or the ball wasn't good enough, or the strike didn't get the strike away in time. It was just really the result was really disappointing.
You do talk about the pitch there. It was obvious from the beginning it's exceptionally bobbly, and for the players there is an excuse that a number of times when they did take the first touch and maybe had done that quite well, the second movement was off a bobble, and that did cause an awful lot of problems, especially for your passing style of football. Yeah,
it did, but it was the same for Peterhead, so I wouldn't give him an excuse for that, but it is a factor in how we want to play, so we might have to kind of try and drum it in to change that. But I thought how we approached the game at Albion Rovers and a pitch just as poor. We augured well for today, but it was almost there the whole game, and Peterhead are always a threat because Sutherland's a good player and the striker's very good, so they're always a threat the way they play. And it's tough to analyse the game just now, because I'm gutted at the result.
Jim McInally did say in his interview with us a short while ago, though, I'd suggested that they had set up to be very deep and defensive in the second half, and he said actually put more of that down to United were much further back due to the pressing efforts of United.
Yeah, I mean, Jim, they changed it well in the second half. That's why that second goal was so important, because they allowed them to change to 3, and it was almost 5 at the back, and they just sat right back and soaked things up. There's no space behind them, which is what our strikers like at times. I think we should have held the ball better. But even our strikes at goal, we're just hoping somebody laces one and does really well. Maybe they did look a bit rusty, I don't know. But certainly we We didn't, as I said, we didn't deserve to lose. There's no way, but we just didn't do enough to win, and it's Somerset, and we want to win every game here.